What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 Northwestern Europe AI only battle. I hope you're enjoying the action so far. Episode 1 is actually, for me at least, in this weird way that time and videos work, has just come out a few hours ago and it's doing amazing. So thank you so much. It looks like the new titles have enticed you in at least a little bit earlier than normal. I don't know. But yeah, you've probably noticed I'm just trying some new stuff. Going back to what I did one of the series a little while ago, with trying to make every episode have its own thumbnail, and then yeah, every episode will have a title. That's mainly just, like I said, to make like new people click on the video, try and encourage some new people to maybe just give it a shot, right? Who wouldn't ever click on it normally. So that's all that is. It's not, I don't know. I'm not trying to clickbait you guys in who already watched the channel or anything. It's not going to be super misleading, but it's just going to be something that's a little bit more interesting than just the usual generic title. So I hope you understand, and there will still be numbers so that you can sort of, keep track of what episode you're on, and I'll set up a playlist. Once a few episodes have gone out, I'll set up a playlist. I normally wait just until there's a few available, because there's no point just having one video there. But once there's 2 or 3, I'll put them in the playlist, so if you prefer to just, binge watch through all of them, you can do that. So that works for everyone. Yeah, but here we go. So this video should be coming out on the Thursday, right? I'm just trying to get this right in my head, which means yesterday there should have been my first of my new sort of edited Let's Play style videos. It's a bit nerve-wracking for me to say now because I haven't made it yet, so that could go horribly wrong still. So hopefully that's not the case, but it should have come out yesterday. In fact, I think it might be an AI thing as well. There's a list, there's a schedule, but I haven't looked at what it is because I'm starting making them tomorrow, which is the Friday before. But enough of this. We don't know what's going on. Let's focus on this game. This is what you're here for. That's probably why so many people click off in like the first 30 seconds, because I waffle on way too much at the start. Maybe I should leave that till the end. Maybe that should be the future plan. But here we go. Turn 138. We have another ideology. Order, I believe. Is that? I thought order was not doing too well. What the heck? That was not what I was expecting to come up. Here it is. Freedom's doing very well in this game. Order is one of the stronger ideologies. East Germany, Russia, Hungary, Poland, Denmark, and Burgundy. Freedom's pretty good. Autocracy, just Norway and the Soviets. I feel like that could work for them, just because they're not tiny and they are on their own. Of course, we did see Norway grab Minsk in that peace deal, which is a big blow to Soviet Russia. Although it's not a death sentence, because I think Petrograd, there's no way there's no way Norway gets here. It's because I want to say the Swedes. It does hurt to not have to use their proper name, but we are just their makeshift Norway. I think that point has been put across enough now. Sweden, though, actual Sweden, has gone for order as well. So there we go. Good move from them. But we'll see. I think these guys are going to start to level up a little bit in the grand scheme of things. Obviously, we will look at the info addicts again in 10 more turns. So that will be this episode. I wasn't sure exactly what turn we were on, so there we go. England looks like they will be next to die. That could be this turn, to be honest. It could be pretty soon. Oh, Ireland versus Great Britain again. Wait, what? Yeah, they pieced out and have gone again in a very quick time period. We'll see if they can take Manchester this time. You see Britain with great war infantry now, so they are leveling up pretty quickly unit-wise. The Swedes, which is actually Finland, went for the order ideology, so another order civ. The Netherlands, though, did opt for freedom, so there we go. Freedom's still got a chance, although order is starting to pull a little bit ahead numbers wise. Right, surely Belgium can't mess this up. Surely, I say surely. These AI, they always find a way. I feel like sometimes we watch these deity, I think it is deity AI games. Actually, I don't know if it's deity or deity. Someone will let me know. I think I've used both before, pretty like in place of each other. But looking at this, it's like, how on earth could you not lose? Like, it looks so easy, right, when we watch these AI games, and then I like go and play on like not even immortal, on like emperor difficulty, and I'm just dead. Just like, yep, that's it. I think I've now managed to win one game of emperor difficulty, not on a true start location map on each one. Civ 5 and Civ 6. We got one of each now. Took me a while in Civ 6. I finally got there with Greece recently. I actually got one of the harder victories, which I was really proud of. York has fallen, so there you go. That was pretty inevitable. As is this city collapsing, but it's not happening. I don't know if these are one of those weird melee unique units that can't conquer cities or something. There is a few. Vietnam has that. Some strange units like that. But yeah, I feel I feel like I've gotten a lot better at playing, mainly thanks to you guys, and also I've just been trying to watch some videos that help me improve, and I've been slowing the pace down. But yeah, that's good fun. We might do not vanilla, but you know, like a regular, just random map Civ 5 games at some point soon. We have not done one for a long time, since I won on Emperor difficulty as Venice. Oh my goodness, Poland, what the heck are you doing? Okay, what's going on here? Who are they even going after? No idea what's going on here. A lot of civs now, like, into the sort of early World War I era. I see Denmark with artillery, which is a great unit to have. Hang on, I'm in the wrong menu. What am I trying to find? It is diplomacy, right? Yeah, it was just the wrong one here. Global politics, right. Poland. Let's find Poland, because I want to know what on earth they're doing. What on earth is going on? Poland, where are you? There you are. For some reason, I don't know why this game, but the mods, you know, the normal order for civs in the turns and stuff, I don't know if the turns are the same, but the list is always Vanilla Civ 5, Gods and Kings, Brave New World, and somewhere mixed in there is the ones that came out in their own individual packs as well, and then mods come last. But in this one, for some reason, the mods are just throughout the list. I don't know what's happened, it's a bit weird. They're only at war with Normandy. That is okay, Poland. Okay, fair enough. You're just at war with I mean, they could come down here. That could go very badly for Normandy. Imagine if Poland just comes and grabs all this stuff. Ireland has gone autocracy, so it looked like that ideology was going to struggle, but they find a new member. The Netherlands have just peaced out with Normandy, but they're letting Poland through, so that's still a bit of a betrayal right there. Russia has entered the modern era, and Normandy has also gone autocracy. So there we go, Normandy and Ireland potentially giving some hope to a third ideology. And it'd be pretty cool to have 3 ideologies going strong in a game. That is pretty unusual. I mean, it's because the difficulties. Normally, obviously, order on domination only order and autocracy like ever get picked, and then a couple of civs that are just desperate for the extra bonus tenets will pick freedom normally, and it's the same civs every time. India's a very common one. I can't think. There's another one. It's India and someone else who are like they normally might pick freedom if it's there, but very rare. And that's in domination only. But because my domination only is just broken. It was on domination only, but the game was just like, nope, you're not having it. It's not too bad. It just means in the late game, particularly once the victory's been achieved, we get less wars. So that kind of sucks, right? We saw that in the last series. After turn 300, nothing happened for the next 80. Oh, well, that didn't last long. Wait, what? Have risen up. I thought they were autocratic. Am I going insane? I thought you were autocratic. How have you had a revolution to become autocratic again? Oh wait, the Soviets, were they... Wait, which one was the Soviets? They were autocracy. I'm pretty sure they were already autocratic, so I don't know what has happened there, but they've had a revolution and become autocratic. Maybe I've got that wrong. They must have been something else. Maybe they were no, Order was the big one already. I don't know what happened there, but these guys have rebelled to be the same one. Something weird's gone on. Maybe they rebelled once and then rebelled back again. I don't know. Local pressure obviously is a thing as well. It's not just about the overall pressure. Local pressure can be, you know, if every civ on the western side of the map is order, and then all the civs on the east are freedom, and these guys, I don't know, do you know what I mean? Like all the ones around them are freedom, and then they're autocracy. They're more likely to flip to freedom than order still. So it could be a bit messy. But there we go. Cities we all like to visit. 1. Everyone is influential over... Okay, not everyone, but a lot of civs with at least 1 influential. I assume there's just a few small civs around the map that people have got. Everyone has a lot of borders on this map. That is one thing to note. Something quite unusual as well. Normally they only border 1, 2, maybe 3 countries. Here, like, there's some countries with like 6 or 7 border countries. East Germany's a good example. Austria. Poland has planes. The pace in this game, it picks up. It's really scary. This one is somehow going like even quicker than the last one. Like how is that feasible? It's turn 144. They have planes. We might turn off quick speed next time. I'm just gonna say, it kind of works. It's good later on, but at the start it does make it a bit too fast. So we'll have to try and figure out. Maybe there's a mod that like puts some intermediate speed between quick and standard. I don't know. Maybe something like that is needed. East Germany and Czechia have peaced out, and that looked, I mean, they were fighting each other, but no one was winning too heavily. Russia, Normandy, I mean, that's a nothing peace deal. As long as no cities changed hands, just check, make sure. Thank goodness. Right, boom, boom, boom. And that is the Commonwealth versus Hungary. Ooh. They border each other, but not really. This can be really difficult. Maybe this city falls, but there's plenty of units here. But there we go. Right, we'll get to tab 150, and then, oh, okay, now that hurts Hungary. Actually, not really. The small border, but Austria with artillery as well. Yeah, Civ's starting to get artillery or planes or whichever one they go for. Denmark has ironclads. You know, they're at that part of the tech tree where there's a good amount of choices. Quite a wide part of the tech tree. Denmark with some citadels towards the Netherlands. Sure, they will love that. Okay, yeah, Belgium really messed this up. I don't know how. These units must not be able to conquer cities or something, because that is just... that's impossible. They had 3 full health units around it with 0 defense. But they got in, so there you go. Don't know how that happened. Ireland now has planes. I mean, I think they're doing really good. Actually, all their cities are quite big, so that would explain it. Russia piecing out with the Finns and Norway as well, and they held on to their islands. They did lose these ones, but they've kept these ones. Norway did settle over here, and they have built a huge Atlantic fleet. Obviously, they have access from Oslo and everywhere, but there you go. They have tons of boats out this way. They are probably the strongest naval civ all of a sudden. They're just very spread out, but yeah, they're probably up there. No one sent a settler up here yet. There was some scouts here previously in Iceland, but no settlers as of right now. I do see a builder from Norway, but I think that's going to their city in northern Scotland. And here we go. The Celts have adopted the order ideology. They've got some weirdest borders I've ever seen, but fair enough. I don't know. There's like, this is... obviously, you've got England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, Northern Ireland. Plenty of other ways you can divide up the British Isles, you know. But yeah, this is not like a... there's plenty of little clusters, right? You can imagine like this area breaking off and doing its own thing or something. And there's like regions, East Anglia, but I don't know, in other regions, where other regions are? There's like the home counties. Is it around London? I don't know. Something like that. And then you've got like the Midlands. But this is just a very weird grouping of kind of most of Scotland, the East, and then down to London and Kent and Yorkshire. Well, not Yorkshire, but in this game, York is here, so I guess it is Yorkshire. Very weird stuff. Ireland piecing out with Great Britain again. How'd you mess this up again? Like, surely you're going to get this at some point. I know Britain's not doing terrible, so like, don't... this is still a 3-way fight. I mean, eventually the Celts will probably be the strongest just because they have London and stuff now. But I mean, these two aren't out of it. And certainly if one killed the other one, which isn't happening, but... there we go. Turn 147. The Celts have denounced Poland and Lithuania, which is the Commonwealth, not regular Poland. This Poland here. With Warsaw. Is Warsaw really TSL on this map? Maybe. Yeah, I guess it is zoomed in. It feels very far from Berlin. But yeah, I guess that's probably right. It's not like, it's not the end of the world. It's not. Actually, I think I moved these guys, so I might have put them here. I moved some of the civs. They might have been one. Yeah, look, minor warmonger. I did move them, so this is where I put them. I wasn't sure if their capital would be Warsaw. The plan was to have Poland on this side, and then the Commonwealth a bit further east to obviously incorporate Lithuania. And yeah, they just got moved a little bit to, you know, make the gameplay a bit better, shall we say. They're not exactly perfect, and I didn't know what their capital would be, right? I didn't know what the name was going to be. They obviously settled first to get Warsaw, which is why Poland has Krakow, because they obviously lost the name. Similar with here, like I decided to put Britain here around the Birmingham area. For all I know, they could have gone first and put London here, which would have been really annoying, or it could have been Manchester, or, you know, some other name. Actually, Manchester. Oh yeah, Manchester did get settled, but you know, it could have been any city name that's big in England. It just happened to be Birmingham, so that was just like good luck, right? I just sort of, that was just pure, perfectly fell into place. But like, yeah, Warsaw, I mean, this was just sort of a bit I did say I wanted them east of Poland in my mind, because they are Poland and Lithuania. This is just Poland, right? So obviously Lithuania at their peak in EU4, not modern day Lithuania, which is fairly small and around this area. But yeah, Poland, Lithuania, and Commonwealth, EU4 is what I'm thinking. Quite a big country east of Poland, so that's what I went for. Hungary has peaced out with Normandy. Belgium has also peaced out. Did they take anything in the peace deal? No, but they did hold on to this city. So Belgium with a little bit of a comeback. Brussels is a very good sized city as well. And then somehow this city... oh no, it's not growing at all. Never mind. 2 population. For some reason I thought it was doing well, but it is not. And Belgium did just grab the Eiffel Tower, not France. So there you go, just something to note. Pretty cool. Well, France is dead, but you know, not a French civ. Denmark with a lot of boats too, actually. A lot of people I've seen, I've got the comments still coming through now of who people are picking. Looks like Denmark might be one of a few favourites. They were doing very well at the start, and they still look like a very good civ. But I can't really... I think at turn 100 it was too early to see who's dominating all the info addicts. I know Denmark and Poland were doing well at the time, but we will see now. I mean, a lot of civs haven't been budged. A lot of big civs. Austria seems to have had a real push on. They're looking good. I mean, Burgundy's just sort of slowly growing. Normandy's gone through a lot of change since then. Aquitaine's grabbed a few cities. Things will be very different. The Celts have obviously killed off England now. So yeah, we'll see how it looks. Finland is starting to make some moves. They have planes now as well. So yeah, it will be quite interesting. Here we go, turn 150. I'm just going to save because sometimes it does break. I don't think it will break now. It seems to be working absolutely fine actually, but just in case. Here we go then, info addicts. Who is that? That is Russia in the lead. Unless the Netherlands are absolutely pulling a blinder, that must be Russia in yellow. Who is this sort of brownie line? I'm guessing, is that Denmark? It doesn't look like Denmark, but it is Denmark. Okay. It's a very different brown to the brown that the civ is on the minimap. And then a blue civ. I think that's Norway in third. Now, score isn't everything, so don't be too concerned. Russia had a massive lead at this point, but it's sort of been caught up. And then in fourth, there's a sort of dark blue civ. I'm guessing that could well be Sweden. Actually, there's not much dark blue on the map, so I'm guessing that is Sweden or this. No, it's Finland. It is the Finnish civ, who are called the Swedes. But yeah, it is Finland. That blue, and then a lime green in fifth, which I think is Ireland. Yep, Ireland in fifth. So there you go. That's the top 5 on score. Looks like Poland are then sixth, and then I don't know who this sort of another orangey brown line is. That could be anyone, to be honest. There's no other orangey brown civs, so I don't... Unless East Germany is just doing really good on score, but no, East Germany is actually last of everyone who's alive, so it's not them. And it's not this weird Dano civ that never spawned in. I don't know who that other brown line is. It's not Hungary, they're at the bottom as well. Belgium? Okay, apparently Belgium are 7th on score, so there we go, it is Belgium. Here we go, World Factbook. This is a little bit easier to see. Burgundy, currently the most populated country on Western Europe. I was going to say the world, but Northwestern Europe. Russia then in second, only 1 million behind. Then another million drop to Denmark. Then the Finns. We're just gonna go with it from now. I won't even comment on it anymore, I promise. I'm sure I'll fail that. Britain in fifth, and there's a bit of a drop off actually of about 3 million. Again, Britain is 3 million lower than the Finns, but they're 3 million more than Norway. Soviet Russia there as well. Austria, the Netherlands, and then Ireland sitting in 10th. Crop yield, Denmark does lead the way, followed by Russia. Big lead between Denmark and Norway in particular here. Then the Finns, Austria, Poland, Burgundy, Celts, Britain, and Sweden. Production, Denmark again leading the way. Then it's Norway and the Finns. So Scandinavia are having a great time right now. And Denmark isn't even really in Scandinavia. Most of their stuff is in northern Germany. So that's pretty impressive. Russia and Poland make 4th and 5th. Sweden in 6th. A really good game for the Scandinavian 4. Austria then in 7th. Burgundy 8th. 9th is Hungary. And Great Britain again on there in 10th. Biggest economies, the Danish economy, massive. Then Austria, Russia, Norway, Poland. Burgundy, Britain again, the Finns, Ireland, and the Celts. Seems like there's a few civs. I think these 5 have appeared quite a bit. But, you know, it seems like there's a few at the top. But towards the sort of 6th to 10th, there seems to be a lot of variation. Land area. Finland is currently the biggest, just ahead of Norway. Denmark is then 3rd. Burgundy in 4th. Russia in 5th. The Celts in 6th, as Britain sit in 7th. Austria in 8th. 9th is Poland. Sweden. And then the final... Oh, no, sorry. Sweden's 10th. Ireland, the only other civ with over 1 million square kilometres. Just missing out on the top 10 for now. Military manpower, always the big one. Denmark well out in front. They do have a lot of boats, so fair enough. With 410,000 soldiers. Austria with 294,000 in second. I think Austria could still be a dark horse if they conquered a few people. They're also kind of very far away from the other big countries, right? They have a small border with Poland and Denmark and a bigger one with Burgundy. But they're not near any of the other Scandinavian countries, so that could be a big advantage here. Or the UK countries, Britain and the Celts. So they could, you know, they could eat up Czechia, Hungary, East Germany, and then they're like a monstrous country. That could be quite interesting to see. Finland is then up there, Poland, Norway, Sweden, Burgundy, Great Britain, East Germany is actually up there despite being one of the not so good performing civs, and then Russia sits in 10th. Right, social policies, the Commonwealth leading the way with 23, Norway and Ireland then for 20, Belgium, Burgundy and Great Britain have 19, Austria, Denmark and Czechia have 18, and then 16 for the Netherlands, as well as the Soviets and Aquitaine. Happiness, has anyone got negative happiness? Oh, some do. Norway on negative happiness, East Germany also on negative, as is Burgundy, and Finland and the Sweden are on 0 as well. England is dead. Denmark, Norway didn't spawn in, sadly. I think I could have actually added units. I don't know why I didn't think of that at the time, but obviously by the time I'd thought of that, we were way too deep into the series. But I think I could have actually, they didn't have anything for me to move. They didn't spawn at all, but I could have obviously forced in, I could have just plopped down some settlers, I'm guessing, in the in-game editor, but never mind. And Germany and France, just some of the OG biggest countries in Europe, just not doing well at all. Technologies, who's at the bottom? Saxony. Well, they are dead, so they must have a unit that's sort of limped. They are also dead. They weren't on that. They must have a unit that is just walking around somewhere somehow. Sorry about that, but they're well off. So the bottom tech-wise, we'll look at all the techs because it is quite important. There's 21 civs remaining based on this. 46 for Hungary, the Soviets and Aquitaine in last place essentially for technology. Then there's a jump up of 2 to Sweden on 48. The Finns are on 49, 50 for Russia, Poland, the Celts, Brittany, Norway and Czechia. And then we move into the top 10, Britain and East Germany on 51, Normandy and Ireland on 52, Belgium, the Netherlands and the Commonwealth on 53, 54 for Burgundy and Austria, and Denmark leading the way on 55. They're pretty close to 80. Like this, they're going to finish this game really early, aren't they? Fair enough. I mean, it's fine. Net gold doesn't matter. We're not using it anymore when I do the results, but is anyone negative? Not yet. Normandy's getting there. 18. Probably because they can't have any cargo ships at the moment because they've been in a lot of wars. Maybe that'll start to build up again for them. Right, where's net gold? Cities, right. We'll do all of cities as well because that is a useful one. Soviet Russia, Netherlands at the bottom with 2. Then it is Brittany, the Commonwealth, Czechia and East Germany with 3. Belgium with 4, as well as Ireland, Normandy and Hungary. Sweden, Great Britain, Aquitaine have 5. 6 for Burgundy and Austria. 7 for Poland and the Celts. 9 for the Danes, Norway and the Finns. And Russia actually leading the way with 10. Science output, a big one, and Russia leading that one. Then Denmark, then Norway, the Celts, Austria, the Finns, Burgundy, Poland, Sweden and Czechia. Culture, Ireland is leading the way, which is cool. It's nice to see another, not a new mod, I think we have used them ages ago, but one of the mods that we haven't brought back doing well in a category. Belgium in 2nd. They've been a regular for quite a fair amount of time. Burgundy, Austria, Commonwealth, Norway, Czechia, Denmark, Aquitaine and Great Britain all in the 100 club, the rest below 100. Wonders, Belgium and Ireland tied for 6. There's no People's Republic of China in this game after the last 2, just building all the wonders. Czechia then on 4, Normandy and Norway with 3, 2 for Hungary, Britain, the Celts and Austria, and 1 for a few other nations as well. Treasury, we won't, I guess we can have a little look. A few nations with 10k, Burgundy, Denmark, Austria, but again, some spend their money, some don't. Read into this how you will, like the economy can get a bit messy in these games. By the end, they will all be on 0 with a negative net golds, because they're just warmongers. They have got better at it, but not much better. Total faith, again, I mean, doesn't matter. These are mostly just civs that tried for a religion, built all the sort of buildings to get faith, and then missed out, so it's just accumulated and they can't spend it. Faith gain, again, Russia has the most. I don't think they actually, maybe I'm wrong, maybe they do have their own religion. Actually, I think they have orthodoxy, but some of these others don't have religions. So we'll look at religion separately in a second, and we see everyone's influential with somebody, all on 1. Great works, Ireland leads the way at 19, Belgium on 16, Norway, Denmark, Burgundy and the Celts with 12, Austria has 11, Aquitaine 10, Czechia 9, and Poland, Lithuania have 8. Trade routes, Austria with 7, then a ton of nations with 6, Belgium, Aquitaine, Norway, East Germany, Poland, Ireland, Denmark, the Celts and Czechia. And finally, tourism. Belgium is currently the most popular tourist location. Seems reasonable. I don't know. Seems fair enough. I don't know why. In this game, just a lot of great works. Sorry, just had a weird like hiccup yawn thing. Ireland with 50, then there's a big drop off to Burgundy, Austria and Norway with 32. There's a lot of ties here. I think it's really close actually. Denmark looks like they're doing good, but again, they're not dominating every category. It looks like it's really close. Like if we did the results now, obviously it's way too early, but it does look really like messy. The Celts, Denmark, Czechia, Aquitaine and the Commonwealth. I'll have a quick look at the religion overview. Here we go, world religions. Well, Russia's religion is the most popular, and that makes perfect sense, because it is the only religion on the eastern side of the map. The rest are all Western mainland Europe. They're all France and Belgium. Well, you've got Brittany with a religion, which has not done very well at all in Buddhism, 3 cities. And then you've got another religion in the French region, which is Islam from Aquitaine, which is doing okay, 16 cities, the 3rd biggest religion in the game at the moment. And then Belgium is, just above those 2 civs on the map, with the 2nd biggest religion in Hinduism in 18 cities. Dublin is just in island cities. Dublin is island city. Confucianism from Dublin and the Irish Empire is only in 4 cities. Catholicism from the Celts is obviously in the British Isles, 9 cities. That's most of the cities in the main island. So yeah, and then obviously Eastern Orthodoxy leading from Russia in 25 cities is the only religion east of Belgium, which is, a good 60% of the landmass of the of the landmass. I feel like someone's just made. I've just seen a comment flash up, and it's kind of, I only see the first line, and it caught my eye, and I just want to see what it says. This could be like comedy gold a week in advance. Okay, no. So it started off saying, "You know what? Aquitaine will do well, so I'll pick them." No. So what I saw was, "You know what? Aquitaine will do well, so I'll pick," right? And then it's did ... didn't show you the rest. And I was assuming it was going to be like some sort of, Aquitaine will do well, so I will pick someone completely different. Because that's how my picks normally do. But no, this person has picked Aquitaine. So good luck, random white circle. For that moment, you can have a shout out already. And if Aquitaine wins, you can have another one. Burgundy has pieced out with the Netherlands, and I bet that will catch you by surprise if you're still watching at this point as well. So there we go. I think that's a nice little moment. There is a feature, there's something I really want to do with my videos, but I think I make them on too short a turnaround for it to work. It's something from one of the first ever YouTubers I watched. They did like comment of the week and like question of the week. They'd do both. So if you made a funny comment in the next video of the same series, the creator would read it out. And he would, he would say it and share it, whatever it is, like the most funny comment or maybe the comment with the most likes. Obviously, we probably don't quite get enough. Not that matters, but you probably do need a few more for it to be interesting. But that was kind of the idea for it. And then obviously there would also be question of the week or question of the last video, and then you would answer that as well. But that was quite interesting. That's something I've always thought about trying, but obviously I think my episodes are too short. I record most of them like in a batch, so I'll do 5 in a row or whatever, and then I'll post them over the week. So it's obviously then I can't get the questions for the next one, so it doesn't really work. But one day maybe, if we're ever in a position where that makes sense, that's the sort of thing I'd like to maybe try, something like that. But if you have any other suggestions how we could implement something similar, that'd be pretty cool. Czechia has gone for autocracy. They are not. I thought this was the city's health for some reason, though. They're fine. Broadway is completed by Burgundy, who pieced out with the Netherlands and took Rotterdam. Now, I would say that is a terrible peace deal, but my pick is Burgundy, so not going to comment. But thanks, Netherlands. We appreciate your sacrifice. Well, that sucks for the Netherlands. And Russia's declared war on the Commonwealth. Yeah, this could go pretty well. I mean, this city's pretty exposed, so that makes sense. Citrus is being embargoed. I don't know who has a lot of citrus, but there you go. I wish there was some map modes where I could just like show me all the citrus, just like light up all the tiles. That would be interesting. That would make my life a lot easier, right? Just quick, where's all the citrus? Let's have a look. Don't think we're going to get that, but maybe they're listening. Maybe the Civ 5 developers are still listening. 11 years or whatever it is since it came out. I'm not exactly sure. I did not start playing. I didn't start playing until 2016. I don't think I even knew what Civ was till like 2015 or 16. So there we go. I'm not going to pretend. I'm pretty young. Let's not forget that. I was going to say I was 11 when it first came out, so I probably couldn't even play. Yeah, I definitely didn't have a Steam account or could play games on PC then. I just had a... I think I had an Xbox 360 maybe when I was 11, which I couldn't play Xbox Live on. Right, what are we voting on? We've just done embargo the city-states. I can always just propose international games and stuff as well without... You know what, I might do that, and then the AI maybe won't do it, and then they'll do something else. Maybe that's more interesting. I don't know, because obviously the easy option is I just do embargo city-states, because there's no city-states, and it's annoying I have to vote, but it's a choice, right? If I use the 60 civ mod, we don't have to vote, but then we lose the info addicts, which is a bit messy. I think we need the info addicts where we can. So I'm gonna put the World's Fair forward here. I hope no one minds. I mean, the AI will eventually propose it and vote yes almost straight away. So I think if we do it, then at least the AI can propose something else, right? I think that's my sort of logic there. If you think that's a terrible idea, let me know. But if not, don't worry. Right, the Soviets want a bit of those easy peace deals. They've declared war on the Netherlands. I imagine Utrecht will turn to their colour, although Denmark has really taken away a lot of its land. I imagine we'll see that flip over next. That wouldn't surprise me. Ooh, is that big? Is that... No. Celts v Belgium's not very big, because Belgium is not on the coast. Denmark v Belgium would be big, but Poland is in the way with all of these units, for sure. And I also think Denmark's pretty invested into something over here. I don't know what's going on. I think they might be trying to attack East Germany through this tiny little gap with a lake in it, so that's obviously never going to work. But at least, I mean, credit for trying, but it's not going to work. Hungary, these guys are all just sort of bashing each other, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Russia could definitely kickstart a bit of a chain of events. Sometimes it just takes one city to fall for the chain to begin, and it looks like that is the case right there. But that will be it for this episode. So as always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.